Hey everyone, this is my review of the Lug Huggie. It is an insulated water bottle carrier with a couple little pouches on the outside so you can actually carry your essentials as well. It is a convertible bag, which means you can carry it multiple ways. I'm going to go for a tour of the outside first. I will show you how it is convertible, so how those straps work and all the different ways you can wear it. And then I'm going to take you on the inside and show you what I've stuffed into it today and all the different things that I've tried to put into it. Now, I actually haven't used this myself. I just got it today, hence the tags. So I do have one in the house. Basically I gave it to my man, and he's been using it basically as his bag. So when we go out, instead of a man purse or just a wallet and having to hold his water bottle, he now has a Huggie. He got his, well, I gave him the Buffalo Check Red. He loves it. He gets to carry all his essentials and look like a cool dude. So it's pretty cool. But anyways, this is my first one. This is the only one I've ever had. Haven't actually had a chance to try it yet. So I'm very excited to try it and like do it and use it in real life. But today I just wanted to see what fit in it. So let's go to the outside. Let's look at how you can carry it. So like I said, it is convertible. It comes with a very long adjustable strap. So if you want to adjust it, you just pull to make it longer or shorter. It has some lobster clasps on either side, and it has two D-rings also on either side of the bag. So you would clip one to one side, one to the other. You could wear it as a crossbody and really lengthen the bag and make it super long so that you can carry it as a crossbody. You can carry it over your shoulders if you want something really short just to keep underneath you so you can access it really quickly and doesn't sort of bop on your hip. So you can do it that way. Or you can actually take it off and wear it as a belt bag. And by that, it's basically has two little belt loops on the back of it, and you just take the same strap, you loop it and thread it through the two loops at the back, and then you end up having an adjustable, so no matter what you're wearing or whether you put on COVID weight like I have, or you've lost a ton of weight, you can actually adjust this strap to make it as big as you want. And how you would wear that around your hip is you would take the other side off, you would take your two lobster clips and clip them together. This is how all of the lug bags work if you ever wanted to do that. And so now you have a full loop around your hip, around your waist, and that sits so that you're completely hands-free. You can also wear it if you have your own belt. You can take this strap completely off, get rid of it completely, especially if you don't want this to clash with your outfit. If you have your own belt already, you're already wearing a belt, you can actually loop your own belt through those same loops. Or if you're carrying a small convertible bag that Lug makes, or any of the convertible bags, as long as the strap fits in there. I believe this strap is a 1-inch strap. I don't know if the 1.5-inch straps fit or not. I don't have any, so I couldn't test it. But if you're carrying a coupe or a roundabout or a carousel or a switch, I forget all the other ones that they make that are convertible. If you're already carrying that bag, you can also use that same strap and loop it through there. So you're basically carrying like a coupe and the Huggie on your hips. You're 100% hands-free. So if you're going for a hike, you're going for a walk somewhere, you're taking the dog out for a walk, you don't want anything. You don't want a big bag. You don't want to carry anything. You want you to be completely hands-free. This is your set. So let's go to the pockets. The front pocket here actually is just big enough for your credit cards or keys. I've been told an inhaler fits in here. If you have drugs or anything like that that you must carry with you, which is why you carry your bottle, you can do that. The only wallet I was able to fit in here was the Metro. Now, even the Metro was a little bit tight. This is an empty Metro, but you're probably not going to carry much in here anyways. You'll probably only carry a credit card, a debit card, and maybe some cash, and a little bit of change, and maybe an ID, and that's it. So you're not going to carry too much. It's still going to be quite thin. The trick for me was I had to put the loop, the key ring and the zipper end down at the bottom in order to zip it shut. When I had this sticking out, it really sort of, I struggled with the zipper on the corner, and you just don't want to really fuss with the zipper. You don't want to be putting the zipper with any stress. So I actually put that end down so that when the zipper came across this, it was a round soft end and it didn't get stuck quite so much. So this is the only wallet. I tried all the other ones, the handspring, the minuet, nothing fits in that front pouch. It's just too small. You just, yeah, the only thing is the Metro. So the Metros, this one is only available on Lug Live. It is not available on the website. I believe they used to make them a while ago, like maybe 2-3 years ago, maybe longer. So if you happen to be lucky enough to find them, or if you still have some from before, that's the only thing that's going to fit. So it is the Metro. I think there are other companies that make them as well, but if you want to stay pure Lug, you're kind of out of luck right now. So the only other thing is just to throw everything in loose. The second pocket is basically big enough for your cell phone. But what I have in here is your Tram. I have a Tram just because I wanted to see just what kind of wallets would fit. If you're one of these people who needs to carry a wallet, the Tram, now this is an empty Tram, but the Tram does fit and zip really quite well. It's a bit tight again, so if it was really, really stuffed, you'd probably not be able to do this. But if you don't carry much, just a few cards and a little bit of cash, you could stick it into this pocket. So that's the only wallet that fits. I tried to put the other ones, but because I think the only reason why these ones fit is because they're squishy. These guys don't have a whole lot of structure. All the other Lug wallets have more structure, so they don't really squeeze into these pockets too well. So these are the only two wallets that I found that fit in there. I did try to put the Choo Choo in there. Doesn't fit. Just an FYI. This is too short for the Choo Choo. It'll fit in there, but then there's no room for the drink. So let's move on to the back, to the actual main event. This has a drawstring closure with a little toggle on it that will lock for you. Inside here today, I actually have a SodaStream bottle. SodaStream's basically the bottles that you have to use with a SodaStream machine don't have insulation, and they're a really odd shaped bottle. So whenever we make them here, because we're a big SodaStream family, we definitely want to have our beverages that are cold and bubbly that we make on our own, but there's never a way that we can keep them really, really cold unless we decant this. So empty this and put it into an insulated thing or like a chuggy. But if we just wanted to carry this because we're in a rush, or we just want to carry something really, really light, this does fit really easily. So this is the 500 milliliter bottle. They do make the 1 liter one. It doesn't fit. It fits all the way down, but it sticks up at the top. But I just wanted to show you what that fit. So it does fit very, very easily, the 500 milliliter bottle. I have, like I just showed you this. This is what I always carry. It is a thermal bottle already, so it's kind of like a chuggy, but it does keep things cold and hot on its own. This is quite tall, but I carry this everywhere, and I wanted to see if it was going to fit. It does fit. It just doesn't close, so it does stick out at the top. But the good thing about that is if you happen to have this on you, if you carry as a crossbody or under your shoulder, you don't actually have to pull it out to be able to access it. You just kind of have to open it from here, drink it from there, close it, and you don't have to pull this in and out of the pouch. And just for size reference, I actually, because I've had that for so long, I don't know what the size is. This is a brand new bottle I haven't used yet. This is about the same height. It's a little bit wider and a little bit taller. Sorry, a little bit shorter, but it's a little bit wider, so it's fatter. This is 500 milliliters, and it's apparently 17 ounces. Okay, that does fit. Again, it goes in, but it doesn't fully close at the top. So anyways, but again, you can access it from here without actually having to dig through. So if you have to be able to get to your bottle, it is a little bit of an issue. So if you're carrying it on your hip, then you want something that you can easily pull in and out. If you have something really tall, you can kind of pull it in and out as well, but I'm just saying you won't be able to drink directly from it if it's short. So if you happen to have this guy and you don't want to pull it in and out, you're going to have to actually access it by pulling it out to get it. Now, I actually was hoping, I kind of got this partly because I have this Lug Tervis, which I got with the summer mystery box, that supposedly is supposed to keep things cold, but I find it didn't quite do the job. I was hoping that this guy, with the help of this guy, was going to do the trick. So I tried to shove it in just to see if it was going to work. It only goes about so far before it kind of gets stuck. That's as far as it goes. And it only gets to about there. I think the lid ends up getting a bit fat, so the only way I can do this all the way in here is to start shoving it. So I'm really, like, I've got my fist in there, I'm just shoving it in. If it's full, you might spill it, that's the only problem. But it does go in, it does fit. This is the 16 ounce Tervis. I'm assuming the other one will work as well, but you may also have a bit of an issue with the lid. But if it's that much taller, you may not have to worry about it, but then you won't be able to completely cinch it shut. What you would probably do if you want this Tervis is to actually put a straw in that hole, have a really tall straw pull that closed, and you have a little straw at the top. So if you want to wear this on your hip, you would have to access it by pushing it up, but otherwise if you have it just underneath your arm or as a crossbody, you can just sort of lift it up, drink, and let it hang back down. Now, because like I said, it was so hard to get in, it's equally hard to get up. The only way I can get it is to squeeze it at the bottom and push it up like an ice pop. So here it comes. I'm squeezing at the bottom, and you can see it coming up through the top, which if it's full, it's kind of a pain in the butt. But that is the only way you can sort of get to it. So again, depending on how you wear it, depending on whether it's full, if you've got a straw in there, a Tervis will fit. It's just not the easiest thing to get in and not the easiest thing to get out. But it does fit, and I probably will use this with a really tall straw and not wear this as a belt bag. I would have to carry this as just a thing inside a bigger bag, like my peekaboo, or I would just wear this as a crossbody and then be able to access the straw just by lifting this to my mouth. But I would not be able to wear this as a belt bag, because then I wouldn't be able to get to it. I don't think anyone can bend that far down. So anyway, there we go. The other thing I also discovered too is if you don't have much in here, if this bottle is empty and you have filled the front 2 pockets, if you set it down, it will tip over. And because it doesn't have a plastic bottom, you probably don't want to set it down anyways, but if you had to for any reason, it does get very front heavy, and those 2 pockets, if they're really full, will tip this thing down no matter what. So if you happen to have a beverage inside like this, or a Starbucks cup or anything like that, you are going to spill it. And it probably will leak inside here, and it's going to be a bit of a mess to clean. So just a little heads up on that one. So there you go. That's my review on the Lug Huggie. Great bag. I don't think anyone really makes anything like it. So if you are looking to just carry something small and you want to stay hydrated and you want something big enough to carry a bottle or a cup in, this is the answer that you've been waiting for. At the end of this video, if you want to stay tuned, I actually am leaving a few screenshots from the actual website with some basically fact sheets. So you're going to get the measurements, you're going to see the features as well. So stay tuned at the end if you want to see those at the on the actual product, and you get to see some of the other colors that it comes in as well. Hope that was helpful. If you were on the fence about this, or you wanted more information and you weren't sure what to do, I hope that was helpful for you. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that was helpful. Take care. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Thanks.